Hi all. This section is where you can download the free tool Server Remote Checker. This tool has been created by me for checking different server details I required at one point of time. That too remotely in just a single click. Hope this will help some of you out who are working in the infrastructure field. You can enter any number of servers pulled from a text file and get the output for the predefined set of functionalities that we have incorporated in this tool. These are the list of functionalities that are currently available with this tool. That is a SQL Server running status, checking the D drive and C drive free space, checking the ping status of the servers that we are pulling from the server list, check the SQL Server age and job status in the server, to check the last reboot time of the list of servers, to find out the SQL Server sysadmins in a server, find out the port number of instances in this server, and if you want to find out the local administrators of all these servers, you can use this tool. So this is how the tool looks like, and I will be sharing the link with you how to download this tool. One of my intention on sharing this tool to you guys is to make at least some of you understand that PowerShell can be used to create the graphical user interfaces as well, and you can literally get a feel on how a tool built with PowerShell works. So this shows how to download this tool. You have to go to this particular link, powershell4u.com/tool downloads, and there will be a form available there which needs to be filled with the name as in Udemy, and click on the send me link to download the tool button. So once I receive that intimation about this information, I will respond to you back with the link of this tool. Now let us quickly go to the demo of this tool. We'll show you how this tool is actually working in action so that you won't get any confusion when you start using this tool. Right now I'm there in the central server. So here is where I'm running this tool. I have a folder created called the tool, inside which I have the binaries extracted for the server remote checker tool. You can see two files. One is a readme file and the other one is a executable for the server remote checker. So you can open that by double clicking. So it will open up and you can see the tool now. So this is how the tool looks like, server remote checker. So in this text field, you can give the server names separated by commas, or you have the option to fetch it from a text file as well. So here I have created a file called servers, inside which I have listed my server names called central server, VM1 and VM2, and I can open that here so that it will auto-populate here separated by commas. So from this drop-down box, I have to choose the functionality that I want to check here. There are options like SQL Server running status, D drive and C drive free space checks, finding the port number of SQL Server instances, finding the SQL Server jobs details, checking if the server is pingable, finding the last reboot time of the servers, finding the local admins of the servers that we have passed on here, then finding the SQL Server sysadmins from this. So for the demo part, I am selecting the last reboot time of the servers here and I'm submitting here. I will explain about this configure part now. So one thing you should notice prior to clicking the submit button is there is a folder structure mentioned here. So you should make sure that the folder structure that you are mentioning here should exist in the file system. So I have CPS folder created in my file system, so I'm good. So click on submit now. So you got the details of the sender server VM1 and VM2, and you will get the last reboot time of the server. So if you have 100 servers also, you can just pass on here and find it out. So close this. Now select the configure button here. So this particular page is for the mail configuration page. If you want to get the output of the functionalities that you are getting in this tool as attachment in an email, you have to fill these details. I am using a Gmail SMTP to send the mails in this case. So for that, I am using my from email as vishnagupt@gmail.com, and to email also I'm giving gmail.com. Email username also I'm giving gmail.com. SMTP, I'm giving the Google SMTP, smtp.gmail.com. In the subject line, I'm using a server remote checker tool output or output. Port number of the SMTP of Google is 587. Now you have to save the config so that it will ask for the password of your Gmail account, which you can pass on here. click OK. So once you save this, there will be an XML file created in the CPS folder, which is called mail config. So in this mail config file, you can see all the details that we have passed on there. So the password also will be there in an encrypted format. Closing it now. Let me come back to the tool. If you want to check if you have given all those details correctly, you can use the send test mail option here. So once you click on the send test mail, you will get a message saying that mail queued, you will shortly receive an email. You can check your Gmail now and you can see that you have received a test email in your inbox. So once you're done with the mail configuration in the configure button option, you can click on the submit button so that the output that you received just now will be attached to an email and send it to you. So I'm just submitting it and see if I'm getting the output. So I got an output like this last reboot. So I should get this output in my email pot as well. So let us see if we're getting that or not. Yes, I got that in my email. There is another option that I'm offering you. You can very well customize the backend code of this tool to incorporate more functionalities for you. If you're interested in that, you can go to my website powershell4u.com and register for a crash course of 2 hours to learn the whole tool creation part referring to this tool. I will share the required links as attachment to this lecture in a PDF. Thanks again and have a wonderful automation life ahead. Hope to see you in another course. Thank you.